up, peeps? So the last few days, the last 9 weeks has been this little ball that just started to roll, and it's gotten to this big ball of accumulation of understanding really quickly, that that life really does change in a blink of an eye, and understanding that, embracing that I'm experiencing it, that energy as I envisioned it at the moment will not be what I envisioned it and in some ways expected, right? Because we get comfortable, and as much as I talk about expectations, how the blueprints to disappointment, I find myself, even though it's something that I share and I encourage everyone to live there, those are things that I have to encourage myself as well, and I still find myself with expectations of things, and I had an expectation here. To me it's like, okay, I've been stripped down naked so many times and knocked down, and I've had to dust myself off, and knowing that it served this purpose and there was a need for it, because it's the only way we level up. I felt at this point, at this stage of my life, of the game, of the situation, of my journey, that I was in a space of, okay, this is it. This is how it's going to look like from this point on. And that's where I think I've had a little bit of a hiccup and a lot of reflection, because it's like I've been in a car accident, and the vessel that I was using to this point had been an accumulation of so many things of the last 48 years of my life, but definitely the last 18 years of my life, and even more specifically for the last 3 years of my life, because even though Energy, I gave birth to her in 2011, this concept, this movement, this purpose, passion, it's the last 3 years that I was able to nourish it and give birth to it, and that came with so much. So it's one of the things I lost in some ways in this accident, the connectivity that I made with everyone each and every day. For me, it's something that's in my blood. It's my purpose, my passion. It gave me a lot of great joy to come in every day and interact and spread the positive, elevate the vibration and energy, and having to have tweaked myself, constantly tweaking myself and evolving, and from the instruments, and then now at the end, the breath work with the cold plunging and yoga and the mindfulness of it, and the marriage of the two, and that car accident, there was a loss there, and it's a necessary loss, and I understand that. I'm still mourning it, because everything just changed in the blink of an eye, and it's allowed me to, I have to value myself, my worth, in these moments of uncertainty, because my future looks, from where I'm at in this position of, in 2 days, I will be letting go of the key, finally giving it back to Lonnie. I don't know when I'm going to post this, but, today is the 20th of May. Turning that key, I know that's going to help me turn the page, to help me focus a little bit more. I've been spending a lot of quiet time and reflection of understanding my value and my worth, because these are moments that all this doubt comes in, and those voices in our heads come in, and I also know that I've been in dark places before, and I've been torn down, and I know that that's to build us up stronger. One of the greatest things I think that I've gained from this is that I was running the other day, and I was observing. I ran from my house. I thought that I was gonna go by a friend of mine, Mari's house, that lives in the Gables, and then that ended up, I was gonna go to Papa's house, and from Papa's house I ended up in downtown, from downtown the beach, because my days just end up like that. Sometimes I just need to go out for a walk or run a bike ride to disconnect, to reconnect. And I was observing some dogs outside, tied to in the back. I'm like, these dogs are left out there. It's hot. How many, the animals that are not taken care of properly. And then it also makes, I've been thinking about, we're not valuing, someone is not valuing another life, even the way that we eat meat. And I'm not here to say you should be vegan. This isn't about diet and what's good for your gut, even though eating meat and all that shit isn't good for your gut. That's not about this. This is not what I mean. I mean us in the process of our need to take, we're torturing animals. We have no value. We've lost value. And I think it's that we're desensitized because we don't value ourselves, and we don't respect ourselves or love ourselves, and really have resolved issues and looked at things within. That ego isn't driving us on a daily, driving companies, driving our countries. And I know that could seem like, oh, that's like dreaming to think that everybody can be at harmony and we can have a difference of opinion. But if we had value and self-worth and value in everything, I mean, I have value even in what I'm sitting on. I respect what I'm sitting on. I respect it. To me, I mean, I used to say it in class all the time, respect the toothpaste that's at the bottom of the toothpaste bottle, tube, that's been waiting all this fucking time to get out, because whatever purpose it had here on this earth, and that is to be a fucking toothpaste to brush your fucking teeth, will let it serve its worth. I really view it, everything have its worth. Everything is a life. Everything is a vibration and energy. Everything's existing. That we're all frequencies and value. There's value there. And we've lost it as human beings on this earth. We don't value the earth that we live on. We think that we are better and above everything. And those are things that I've thought about in this time. And yeah, does that have anything to do with fitness or my job? No, but it has to do with my own reflection and understanding. How can I contribute to this world, to this humanity, to get us back to center, to get us back to a worth, to get us back to what is truly important. And we're so caught up on money. And like, if human value, there's like nowhere. If you're old, it doesn't matter, let them die. If they're obese people, let them die. If they already have autoimmune disorders, there's value and worth in everything. Every human, and every tree, and every animal, every bug, everything. There's value, and there's a life there. There's a vibration, and we don't do things with honor like they used to do back in the day. Okay, we need to go hunt. Understand we gotta eat. But they did it with respect, respecting the animals. We don't respect shit. You see how we treat. I just saw something this morning about, how we cut the ears of these poor pigs to group them off. And I'm like, man, not only are they being bred just to be eaten, but then we torture them all the way through. Their poor existence is just to fill our bellies, and we're not mindful of them. And even the way we treat our earth, we don't respect it. We don't respect or mindful of what are we doing today that's impacting the future. How much do you think this earth can take, or that we think that we're above everything, that nothing can just come in and annihilate us all? I mean, dinosaurs lived way past so many more, thousands of years more than what we've currently been alive. And they were extinct. And I'm not going to get into any of the scientific and what is this, that means. The bottom line is this isn't who's right or wrong. It's like that value is important. And this is a moment that I know I've taken a lot of time. And like I said, like it started off like this little ball, and I'm not really, I'm going through the motions of knowing what I have to do, but not really connecting that. And I think that those were like the first 3 or 4 weeks. I think the last four weeks going on 5, it's really me connecting with the actions that I'm having to take to secure myself, my girls, and what I feel is best for our community, so I can continue to do Emergy at some level, at some platform. And that comes with a lot of hard decision making and a lot of reflecting and looking within, and making sure that the vibrational energy stays up, that I do that. I've been mindful, like when I see that I'm going into my rabbit hole, I don't post. You know, I know that when I finally see the light and I can take a breath before I have to hold my breath again, I stay positive, I post positive, I think positive, and I know that there's going to be a moment that I might get back into this darkness, and I allow myself and take a deep breath and then go back in there when I have to go back in there. So I think that I've done a lot of that. The value of it can be it's a little sad, and I know that I try to not go past my mind, like let it go to places that I can't control. I know I can't make a difference in many things in this world that I would like to see differently. What I can do is make a difference first within myself, to make sure that I come out of the space that I'm in, continue to be there for myself and my kids and my relationships, and then in my commitment with our community, and my passion and my purpose, and to buckle down, because this is all uncertain times with no real understanding what the future holds. I'm also humbled to know that that I'm not greater than anything, and I respect that things on a health wise or virus can truly exist that can kill us all. But you know what, the most dangerous virus that exists is the one within ourselves. That virus, there's no external virus that can kill us more and slowly and painfully than the viruses that are within. And this is the moment to go in and look within and nourish yourself and make sure that you have the vaccine that's gonna help you conquer that internal virus that we all have. Some of us have more than one, and that's the one that you need to focus on first before we can conquer anything on the external. And respecting not just yourself, but your family, your friends, your neighbors, human race, animals, Pachamama, Father Sky. Respect and honor everything. And I think that the core value of that as the human race, and not just America, or it's as a human race that we need to be reminded of that core value. And this is a moment to do that, to remind ourselves of that. So I just wanted to share that. And today was the day I was painting over the logo. I was leaving that till the very last. So, you know, and I know that great things are in the future, and I always land on my feet, and I'm adaptable, and I'm not binded by anything. I'm not a fitness instructor. I'm not just a guider and a motivator. I can be, you know, I've been a maid on a boat. I've been an operations manager for an internet service provider. I've worked construction. I've cut down trees. I've cleaned houses. I was a medical assistant for a urologist. So I've done a little bit of everything. So I'm multifaceted, and know that this is going to be part of something in my future. What I've done the last 18 years, I'm just not sure what that looks like, and I'm open to find out. So if you guys see that I go in and out of social media, it's because I'm doing some self-work, some self-healing, some reflecting, and some grounding to understand what the future looks like. I'm always here. I'm never going to go anywhere. Emergy is here. The ICU Self movement is here. These are just those times, and sometimes it has to be done. A lot of things need to be done in silence. And then we're all going to come out the other end a better version of ourselves, that I have no doubt. So anyway, just wanted to share that.